What's up, North County? Welcome to the Morning Brew. Wednesday morning, March 6th. Eric, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Good. What's happening?
Not much.
What do we got going on the front today?
Wednesday, all day.
Hump day. We got Wednesday. We got burgers and brats. We've got what else happens on Wednesdays?
That's it.
I think
Go to work.
Whiskey Wednesdays.
Whiskey Wednesdays. I like that. Start early.
Whiskey Wednesdays at a number of different places. I think we could do Whiskey Wednesdays at Outlaws. That opens early.
Nice.
In Atascadero.
Like it.
I think Whiskey and June's in Atascadero opens. Atascadero seems to be the place that they open alcohol early in the morning.
Atascadero's a place to be, man.
Atascadero, I think, is
really
the place
good.
to be. We're going over to Morro Bay for Caitlin's softball tournament at, let's see, we were on the road. We were on 41 at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I was going a little fast just because we were late. And a cop pulled me and another vehicle over, right? And he comes back, goes back and forth, and he comes back and gives me my license back and goes, this is your lucky day. We're going to have to call in the patrol. This guy's hammered. And he was coming from the bar in Atascadero, he said.
Wow.
So, coming from Whiskey and June's in Atascadero. Have you ever been there?
No, I don't even know where it's at.
Whiskey and June's is kind of on the corner, kind of by the Carlton. Right there, it's a pub that it's old school. It's got the old glass square, wall.
Is it a black front building? Like black?
It's literally right on the corner where the old car lot used to be.
On the west side.
Correct.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I know where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you walk in there and it's literally old school.
Do they serve like different whiskeys, or is it like
Everything.
specialty stuff, or?
No, it's definitely, well, that's where Allie Colleen went. She went to Whiskey and June's as a dive bar.
Right.
And she typed it in, dive bar, it says Whiskey and June's, and Whiskey and June's definitely is one of those. But it's just it's old school. I mean, literally, you walk in. I mean, everything is old in there.
Right.
The stools, the glasses, there's probably still sitting there a 1990s version of whiskey. I mean, it's old stuff in there. There's a pool table in there. There's a dartboard in there.
I'll have to go in there and give it a shot.
Yeah, I think I got roofied there once.
Nice.
Went there after the fights, and I don't even remember. I wasn't even drinking that much. All I remember is that I was complete blacked out from the half the time that we were there, and I don't remember anything else. There's a guy there, the bartender. He has more tattoos than I've ever seen anywhere, and he's just an old timer. Looks like probably like a Navy guy. You know how those Navy looks. They're all rough and they're just
tattered up.
He's got the naked lady.
Oh yeah.
Going up the arm. Wish those would come back.
Well, you do whatever you want.
I think the old lady tattoo should come back.
Nice.
So
well, they tried getting rid of the kissing. Did you see that?
They brought it back.
I know they tried getting rid of it. Is what I tried to say. So,
yeah. What was the purpose of that to eliminate at the beginning? I didn't even hear about that. I read about it this morning.
I don't know. It's like that whole DEI thing. They don't want people kissing on walls anymore or anything like that. So. But they fought back. The veterans fought back, and it looks like the pictures back up in all the hospitals.
In Times Square.
In Times Square too, as well.
Yeah.
I think they were taking them off the hospital walls everywhere, dude. Anywhere it was at, they were taking it down.
What a crock of craziness.
Yeah. Well,
Is that part of this whole cancel culture crap?
I think it is. I have a feeling it is.
It's so lame.
Yeah.
You know what? I feel very, very bad for our veterans.
I do too.
I mean, they have just been. I mean, just from the get-go. I mean, they need super mad respect. I mean, they were living worse off than homeless people on the streets right now when they were fighting the war.
And getting shot at even more.
And getting shot at the war, living on practically nothing.
Yep.
Walking around they all had the nasty toe, the rot toe, the whatever you call that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, I don't know why we don't fucking, oops, there went the F-bomb. I don't know why we don't take care of them more than we do.
Yeah.
It just really, it pisses me off, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of a sad situation, huh?
You see these guys. I mean, these guys should be given, top dog top dollar, top wages, top everything.
Yeah.
You know, and it just takes, you know, American people like us to, you know, keep pushing that envelope.
Put your head on the line, man. You better get something out of it, you know. But yeah, but that's good. The kissing pitcher's back, so they didn't win that.
Yeah, they I think there was a few years back they actually had the picture of who it was. I think it was actually last year. Maybe it was actually when all this started. How long has this been going on? A year? A couple years as far as the kissing thing?
Oh, I don't know. I just found out about it this week.
Huh.
So
interesting. Well, being that we live in a veteran, a military area,
yeah,
we gotta win for the little guys today.
There you go.
So hey, so yesterday was we were literally just talking about, you know, that movie with Julia Roberts.
Yeah,
dude, that was crazy yesterday. How the whole platform went down worldwide.
that was nuts.
That
was wild.
The whole platform.
But,
So
you know, it could be a lot of things. It had election day. You know what I mean?
So that was the first thought. Remember we
Yeah.
talked about that. We're like, hey, today's, you know, the election day. It's like, no way.
But they would want it on. I mean, I'm saying they, but certain parties would want it on for that platform. You know what I mean? And other parties wouldn't. So I don't know. I think it was Russia.
You know what? Like I said, but I mean, it just kind of really. We just talked about the movie on Friday. I just talked about it over the weekend as far as like some conversation about it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, yesterday morning, you know, the whole system goes down. What was it? Facebook? Let's see. Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. Something called Threads. I'm not sure what that is.
That's through Instagram.
Is that what?
It's through Instagram.
So the loading issues reported Tuesday by YouTubers, on YouTubers as well. For 2.5 hours, they first acknowledged the problem. X was actually still going strong.
It was Elon.
You know what? And did you see Elon bash him yesterday?
Dude, wouldn't it be funny if Elon did it? Like the guy behind the curtain.
If anybody has the aptitude to do it, it's him.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, he could hack the systems as much as any hacker from India or Russia or whatever that's doing right now.
He's got the most satellites.
So Meta apologized for the outrage and brought down its thousands of users on Tuesday. He said, "We know that people are having trouble accessing the apps earlier, and people it was ultimate chaos yesterday for people, right?"
I didn't even know about it. I was driving, so I had no idea. What was going on until I think Andrew texted me and said, "Hey, dude, Facebook and Instagram is completely gone." So, and I was like, "Oh, wow." And then I was driving all day yesterday, so I didn't even know.
Like I said, I think there's something behind that, and you know, obviously everybody come out. My wife come out to where I was at. She's like, "Hey, is your Facebook?" My daughter's calling. Everybody's calling like me. It's like I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
So I get on my Facebook, and of course it immediately goes to the thing, and it wants me to log in. So my first thing is, okay, great, we've been hacked. So it was funny because when you click on those ads, like in the marketplace or something like that, that's when you get hacked, and stuff like this happens.
Oh yeah.
To where somehow whatever's happening in the background, it logs you off and somehow, mimics when you put your password in, and somehow gets that, and that's how they hack your system.
I just can't believe that this didn't become breaking news to the news groups because, you know, Super Tuesday, right? But I didn't see anything on CNN, MSNBC, nothing. Because usually I don't watch those channels, but usually I'll get something that comes up on Twitter that says, hey, you know, breaking news, this, and that. And I didn't see anything until after it was done. So it was after the fact.
Well, I was waiting for
wild.
that text from Leave the World Behind that says hackers have, hacked the system, and then everything go off on my phone. I was literally waiting for something like that.
Well, I was on the 46 out there by Blackwell's, and I was like, well, shit's going to hit the fan. It's going to hit the fan here. So I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. So, you know, it didn't matter to me.
And that might not necessarily be a good place to be if something did happen out there.
I don't know. Just go up and start my own Hills Have Eyes cult.
Hills That Have Eyes?
Remember that movie?
Oh yeah, dude. That was
I'll
a
just go out there
trippy
and
movie.
start my own cult and just start getting people on the highway for loot.
Hills That Have Eyes, Hills That Have Eyes 2. Dude, those were the wicked times of the movies, man.
I know.
The Death Wish.
Yeah.
Dude, we used to get all that stuff. We used to watch all that stuff. And do you ever watch the
The only one I couldn't watch is Saw. That freaked me out a little too much.
the what?
Saw.
I
The
never-
Saw
I'm-
movies, SAW. You never seen those? Where the people have to cut their own limbs off to get out of a house and all this stuff. You never seen that? Yeah, it's pretty wild. And then I don't like puppets or clowns, so I couldn't watch it because it's like a puppet clown that is the main person in Saw.
Some people are really into like horror movies, like stuff that gets like graphically wild.
Yeah, people got problems.
And I think the newest one, which was like something with like a it's what was that? What last year? It was there's been several of them, but they've kind of twisted them a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's just super gory, and I don't know how people can really sit there and watch that stuff because I can only imagine nowadays with the movies that are, I don't watch anything scary.
Yeah.
I do not watch scary movies because it's pretty damn close to being real, and I'm sure they could put together some pretty wicked stuff.
Well, look at the Chainsaw Massacre, right? Chainsaw Massacre actually did happen, That actually was that was an actual news headline. But Chainsaw Massacre, when I watched it, I just laughed about it, dude, because I just thought it was funny, the guy with a hockey mask going around in circles with the chainsaw chasing people. So
kind of like that with the Halloween,
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger.
Well, Freddy Krueger was a little different. That had some mysterious things in there that kind of freaked me out. That one did freak me out when I was a kid.
It wasn't real though.
It wasn't real.
It wasn't real.
But Freddy was under my bed for about a month.
It was well. Remember? Did you ever see the video with Will Smith when they did, or it was Will Smith and wasn't Will Smith. It was their name, their musical group. But when they did the whole, it was when Freddy Krueger. It was kind of based on, what was the song? Cruising? No.
Will Smith?
Yeah, It was DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. And that was where they did a redid. You know when they said, my parents just don't understand? Parents just don't understand.
Yeah.
Anyways, so they redid another one that was kind of similar, but it was all scary and it's about Freddy Krueger and going to get him. And, anyways, you have to listen to it.
We have a DJ Lori Bryant is on the phone to give us some beats. You
All
want
right,
to take
cool.
a commercial?
Yeah, let's take a commercial, and we will be right back to the Morning Brew.
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Hey, welcome back to the Morning Brew, Wednesday, March 6th. And we are on the phone right now with Lori Bryant with SLO County News. Lori, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you guys?
Excellent, excellent. What's happening in the North County? There was some action yesterday, huh?
Yeah, there was a little bit of action yesterday. They had a gentleman that had broken into a house in Avila, and then he ended up in Paso, and they attempted to pull him over off of Niblake. And then he did a little pursuit to Target and dumped the car. And then he was running all over the place. He went into Idlers, and then he ended up in El Pollo Loco where they busted him, and nobody was injured. Everybody was excited because the helicopter was up. Everybody was outside watching everything, but it was a good bust, a really good bust. And so he's gone. He got a home invasion pursuit. He got all kinds of charges, I think. So he'll be locked up for a while.
They said that there was shotgun shells on the back seat. So he had a weapon as well.
That's what they assumed, that he did have weapons. I think they said a Springfield. That's a rifle, right?
Yeah.
But they did not locate a weapon on him at all. I was lucky enough to be there when they got him, and he didn't have any weapons on him. So I don't know if he dumped it or did he actually have it? I'm not sure. But he did have empty gun casings in his car, in the vehicle. And so they were quite concerned that he did have a weapon on him. But I don't know if they ever found it or not.
And then there was conversation of having two in the car, but only one being arrested. So that was maybe just misinformation about two people.
All reports we got was there was only one guy in the car.
Okay.
All reports, like even when they went to pull him over, it was one person. They never said two.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if that, there were people wandering all over the parking lot, watching the helicopter. So maybe somebody assumed that one of them was him. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Wow. So, so you were able to be there firsthand and witnessed and all that stuff, and were able to get interviews or no interviews?
I did interview El Pollo Loco staff, but they just said he ran in and ran straight to the bathroom. I was there when they busted him. I was there when he was running around. Like, I think he actually went into Idlers and changed, because all the Idlers employees ran out the back. So I don't know where he was exactly. I think he ditched and then went underneath a car. And so, yeah, it freaked everybody out because nobody really understood what was happening. But the employees at El Pollo Loco were awesome. They were okay. They got all the staff out when the cops ran in. And so, yeah.
Jeez.
So I got some good pictures, and it was pretty good. It was good to see how the agencies work together. They had a perimeter set up within minutes, and so they were everywhere. But yeah, grateful that nobody got hurt. I mean, he was speeding down South Line at like 150 miles an hour.
Oh, no kidding.
And
wow.
So, yeah. And he made it from Avila to Paso in like no time, because I heard the BOL put out for the home invasion. I don't know if they can, I guess they call it a home invasion, but the person came home and found him in the house. And then he took off from Avila, came here, and then he ended up behind Target, and then he ran to Idlers and then El Pollo Loco.
Wow. Well, as soon as you jump on Theater Drive, I mean, that's almost like a given. Like, you're done. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to blend in with people, like, because there was a lot of people shopping, and I think he was trying to blend in. He just didn't do a very good job.
Well, not by the looks of his picture. He looked like a tow truck driver slash like probably an El Pollo Loco worker slash construction guy. He had a little mixture of going in there, everything.
Yeah, he had a T-shirt on that had a big old logo on the back. Yeah, he didn't really fit in out there, but I mean, I'm just grateful that just to watch the agencies work together, the Sheriff's Department, Paso PD, and Highway Patrol and H-70. That was pretty incredible, because they literally had a perimeter set up within minutes. And he wasn't going to go away. I mean, he wasn't going to get out. And that was the cool thing, is to watch how they all work together. And they would Zoom. First they went to Target. They made sure they had people at Target, and it was really pretty interesting to watch.
Wow. Well, that's why we back our law enforcement.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That reason right there.
Exactly. Nobody got hurt. I mean, I'm sure people were startled and scared a bit. I know the poor employees at El Pollo Loco were. But yeah, I mean, nobody got hurt, nobody got injured, and they did a great job. They had him. I mean, they got him. So that's the important thing.
Awesome.
Other than that, we've got a gorgeous morning that's going to turn into rain.
You think we're still on rain today?
Yes.
Man, I totally forgot about that. That did not.
Yep.
Huh. All right. Well, I'm going to say that's going to be pushed to Thursday, but I don't. It does not look like rain outside.
We're gonna bet a burger at VFW.
Deal.
We'll bet that. I'm saying it's going to rain. They're saying that there is a chance of thunderstorms, so be aware of that. It's supposed to start after 12, but you never know with where we are.
Right.
So be aware of that. This afternoon's drive might be a little hectic, but it doesn't sound like it's going to rain a lot. It just sounds like it is going to rain, though. And it's going to be a fast storm. It's going to be a fast one. So be aware of that, and everything else looks good. Everything's clear. The roadways are clear this morning, and it's a great day so far.
It's a great day for something.
Don't.
Awesome. Well, Lori, we
Great day for
appreciate.
calmness.
Yeah, we appreciate you. We appreciate you and all your villagers and everybody that brings us the information of the North County and surrounding areas.
Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
You do the same. Thank you. We'll talk to you
All
tomorrow.
right, bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Lori Bryant, Slow County News, 30,000 followers and growing. If you haven't already, get on over there to their Facebook page and follow them because they bring all the stories, just like this arrest yesterday, which was pretty wild. And to think they rode down Theater Drive to try to duck and get out of the way of law enforcement.
Idiot.
Right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? I mean, and then they pull into...
Might as well just go straight to the jail and be like, hey, come and get me.
I mean, they literally couldn't go anywhere. And to get off the freeway, I don't know. You think about criminals, you think about what's going through their mind. They're speeding, they're trying to evade cops, and they get off the freeway and they go down a frontage road. And it's not even any, I mean...
That's what drugs will do to you.
Yeah, well...
I don't think they think straight.
I don't think they think straight either. I don't
they wouldn't
think...
be doing the things they were doing anyway if they were thinking straight. Right?
Right? Mm-hmm. Home invasion. Hey, so speaking of criminals, so did you see this man that he was sentenced after police found buckets of human remains in this Harvard Medical School scandal?
Perfect.
Right? So Jeremy Pauley admitted being part of a nationwide network that bought and sold human remains from Harvard Medical School from an Arkansas mortuary. The Pennsylvania man was sentenced to Tuesday to 2 years of probation on abuse of corpse convictions after he admitted to buying and selling human remains from Harvard Medical School.
That's illegal?
Evidently, because he's just on probation.
Oh.
So he's pleading guilty. Prosecutors dismissed other accounts against Pauley, including 2 counts of receiving stolen property, which are human remains, and 1 count of dealing in proceeds and unlawful activities, which I would imagine would be...
Chopping bodies up?
Yeah. Pauley also faced federal charges, the United States Attorney for Middle District of Pennsylvania announced on September 23rd. So pleading guilty, Pauley admitted to his role in the nationwide network of individuals who bought and sold remains stolen from Harvard Medical School. So I'm curious of what he was going to be doing with these.
So this is how these movies like Saw and all these horror movies come about, because people like this, they just want to chop up bodies.
But it's so bizarre. The investigation obviously states that there's so bizarre, and the fact that he was buying. So somebody stole all these human parts from Harvard, and then sold them to him. Which I know we don't have a picture of him, but I mean he does not. I mean this guy is definitely a creepy looking dude.
Right.
That I would question of what he was going to be using these human parts for.
He likes the smell of formaldehyde in the morning. He's a creep. He's a weird guy, man.
That is very interesting.
Yeah.
So, anyways, like I said, a lot of activity here in the North County. So at least it remains pretty mellow. There was a shooting up in King City. I thought this was part of that yesterday. Actually, there was a shooting up in King City that 4 people were killed. Mm-hmm. Did you see that?
I was gone all day yesterday. I was out.
Somebody pulled up to a house at a party and opened fire in the crowd.
Yesterday?
No, this was on Monday.
Weekend? Oh, Monday.
Yeah. And
Wow.
and they still haven't caught anybody. So
Crazy.
King City's a wild zone, man.
I thought King City was more of a stabbing city. I had a buddy that was a firefighter up there, and he said he didn't fight any fires. He just treated stab wounds night after night after night.
You know what? It's funny because I had a buddy of mine that was a paramedic up there, and he said the same thing.
Yeah, it's a stabbing city.
He said a lot of homicides. Just that it's like every night is a homicide. He said every night is a homicide. It's just like he goes. That's just what we do. we go and pick up bodies, and people are dead.
That's right.
And it's just like it's nothing. It's like just a normal walk in the park for up there in King City. So, no thanks, man. We went up there for football once, and we heard gunfire around the high school.
Nice.
Yeah. So from that point on, we stopped going to King City to play football, which I was excited about.
Little target shooting.
Yeah. But King City is not nothing to play around with.
No.
Hey, so I wanted to give a shout out for At Her Table, which is this weekend, International Women's Day fireworks celebrating tomorrow night or Friday night in Atascadero. So At Her Table is the city of Atascadero is collaborating to present the nation's first firework display solely dedicated in honoring women's achievement worldwide. The event is scheduled for March 8th in Atascadero's Sunken Garden, presented in association with the city of Atascadero and Atascadero Historical Society. There's also a street fair this weekend in Atascadero with women businesses.
Oh, cool.
So
That'd be good.
if you're going to be around Atascadero and if you're going to be downtown.
Is that on Friday?
Huh?
Is that on Friday?
The fireworks is on Friday.
And then the women's street fair is on Saturday?
The women's street fair is on Saturday.
Gotcha,
In
okay.
celebration of the Women's History Month, At Her Table brings together over 350 women-owned and operated businesses in San Luis Obispo County for Women's Week, March 1st through the 10th. The Day 10 Food and Drink Festival aims to celebrate women on the Central Coast, featuring over 40 events and dinners. Festival showcases the talent of local female chefs, mixologists, winemakers, explore special menu items, mixers, dinners are set to backdrop the region's hills and vineyards.
That's cool.
So congratulations to women-owned
I've
business.
seen pictures of those events, and they look very, very nice. They do a really good job. So I've seen some stuff on social media, and everything they provide is top-notch quality.
Yeah, they also have women in business luncheons.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of our sponsor, Nate Santos with Santo Brothers Plumbing, is going tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think he's a speaker.
I think he did. Yeah, I think he spoke last time too, didn't he? Last week?
I thought it was this week.
Was it this week? Yeah.
So, just because it's women doesn't mean that men can't go, right?
I wonder what Men's Week would look like. It would be a disaster.
I don't think they have one. Well, they do. They do have
a disaster.
one. Yeah, they do. They do have one. It's called the Bar. Mm-hmm. It's called the Bar. It's called the Elks or the Moose Lodge.
Right.
And that's where the men's luncheons go, and it turns in. I shouldn't say a luncheon. They used to have a BNS, Business Network Systems or Business System Network. BNI.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to have a BNI group here in the North County that was back in the day where the new Co-Labs is going or whatever down at the south end of Atascadero.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
That used to be like Players Pizza, and they used to have it down there, and you'd go down there, and it was just a bunch of dorky, businessmen.
It's just like a networking.
Yeah, it was. I went a couple times with my father-in-law, and I was just like, man, this is kind of weird. It was kind of like a mix between like church and church. But everybody
you're like a business cult is kind of what it is. You guys have to all market for each other and help out and, utilize each other's programs and services.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I don't know if it was, and it's supposed to be a nationwide group that has like history and longevity and this and that. And I don't know. I don't know if we're area for
I was a part of it when I lived down south and when I had my business down there, and it was pretty beneficial. But all of a sudden, the people started getting weird. You started having your mixers, and everything kind of went a little wonky. So next thing you know, there's fist fights outside, and this got kind of crazy. It's good for me though. I got a good show out of it.
You know what? We haven't really gone to any like the chamber mixers. We probably should, huh?
Maybe.
I mean, they have great food. They have, all the drinks that you can have, wine, beer of some sort. there's usually, like I said, it's all the business owners. It's all, you see a lot of the same people. Some of the, I call them, chamber jumpers because they just go to chamber mixers.
Just drink and eat.
They just go there to drink and eat. You can tell that they're not mingling. They're just there to munch on the food.
Like chamber crashers.
Chamber crashers. Hey, there's the next movie.
Yeah.
Chamber crashers with Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn.
There you go.
That would be wild. Hey, so it's 8:49 and we need to take a break. So let's take a break and we'll be right back to the Morning Brew.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Hi, welcome to Kennedy Club Fitness, where we have something for everyone. We have weights, cardio, group exercise classes, racquetball, basketball, swimming, and pickleball coming soon. Here at Kennedy, we're committed to health, wellness, and community. Stop by any of our 4 locations: Paso Robles, Atascadero, San Luis Obispo, and Arroyo Grande, or check out our website at kennedyclubs.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Morning Brew, guys. We are Wednesday morning, March 6th, hump day. And if you have not thought about it yet, get to Atascadero and check out their burgers. Burgers at the VFW.
Yeah.
And hey, so that post is actually still growing. I think we're at like 128 comments of where to go get a burger in the North County. Mm-hmm. And it just keeps growing. People are just throwing me like curveballs of where has really, really good hamburgers.
Right.
So I'm still holding strong with the Parkfield Cafe, still holding strong with the Long Branch, and I guess I'm gonna have to go try out some of these other places and see how they taste. Because a lot of people think that their burgers are good, and they're not.
In the, I want to say New Times, how they do the best of for New Times?
Yeah.
I think it was New Times. They said Sylvester's was the best burger. But Sylvester's has been the best burger, I think, like 5 or 10 years running, so.
Sylvester's does have a really good burger. They have a heart attack burger it's massive, and it's got egg, it's got avocado, it's got bacon, and that one is extremely good. And Sylvester's has multiple burgers. They have I think they have a Greyhound. I mean, there's multiple burgers up there, not just like one burger, but they're all some sort of variation with, tomatoes, pickles, or, grilled pepperoncinis or whatever it is. And but as far as our go-to when we go to Sylvester's, it's definitely the heart attack burger.
Yeah.
So
I can't eat Sylvester's. Something with my system does not like it. It makes me kind of feel sick every time I eat there, but a lot of people go there and eat.
Probably some of the stuff that they cook in.
I know. But yeah, that was the best burger, and they had the best of already, so best of everything. Realtors, all kinds of fun stuff.
Hey, so in Atascadero, March 11th, the Atascadero Pavilion, Lighthouse Atascadero is set to host a reality tour. So this event is aimed at educating children and families on the dangers of drugs. So the tour provides a valuable information on how to stay safe and empowers participants with tools needed to make healthy choices. So this is, remember back in the day called Scared Straight? Did you ever see that movie?
Oh yeah, the show, they used to have shows where they would take those kids out to the prisons.
I think they should bring this back.
Here's the problem though with the kids these days, dude. Man, you remember like back watching all that stuff, there was like these tough kids like, I don't care about the law, I'm in a gang, and like they were actually suckers, right? They weren't actually in gangs, but then when they got in there, they start crying and all that stuff. But I think the kids now wouldn't even be like, I'm in a gang. They would just start crying immediately when they get through the door. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
they're so pampered. All these kids are so pampered.
Exactly, and that's why, like I said, I think, I want to say that there are still programs out there like that the kids go and be a part and get the taste of what it's like to be behind bars, get, in general population. I mean, that's enough to kind of freak people out.
I think they should just go to the schools and the kids who think they're tough, just chain gang them, put them in a bus and take them down to the prison and then let them stay down there for the day.
What do you think that is the
Field
reason? Do you
trip.
think that's upbringing? Do you think that's...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, parents just are let their kids do whatever they want. That's why they have that attitude.
Too loose of rules. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, anything can happen. I mean, I had friends that, growing up that had drug problems. I mean, you probably did too, But, I think it's a lot about the parenting, dude. I think it is. But an individual could be influenced too as well by, friends and, people around them. So
my question is do you think society forces parents to be more lenient on the kids and their behaviors?
Well, yeah, that's a daily, it's a daily chatting point. I mean, you talk about schools, you can't discipline the kids at schools anymore. I mean, basically, the kid could call the teacher, a C word or whatever they want. They don't really get in trouble for it anymore. So it's a problem. It's definitely a problem.
Man, I used to be terrified. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about that. I did stupid stuff. I got in trouble. I tested my limits, and I think all kids
do
have that.
Yeah.
But you need to know where your line is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, there was one time that, I was arrested. I was actually, that was for something drinking related. But I was also apprehended by a store owner when I was stealing stuff from the store. I had my backpack full of candy. It was right across from the bus stop. I had my backpack full of candy and was stealing candy there, and they caught me, which I was like, terrified, and my parents never ever went to that gas station, and very next weekend they stop in.
Nice.
They stop in, and I'm just like this, kind of just going down in the thing. But, but back in those days, they would just call you, hey, your son was doing this and this and that, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you'd get home, parents would get home and beat the crap out of you.
Yep.
And I just don't think we have enough of that these days.
Get the belt.
So, like I said, if you're a parent and you have young ones, I encourage you to wallop your kids.
Well, it doesn't help either, though, that we have someone, it's hard to get all the drugs off the street. You can't, I don't think you're ever going to get, it's just like anything else. It's going to be really hard to get it off the street, but it's so available right now to any kid. It's crazy. It doesn't matter how old the kid is, it's available. It's there. So it's a scary situation to be a parent and a kid these days.
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
Hey, did you vote yesterday?
Sure
Or
did.
did you mail it in, or did you drop it off?
I dropped it off right when I got home.
Actually,
Michelle dropped it off for me.
So I wasn't 100% sure where I needed to go because I thought it said Templeton. Mm-hmm. But I drove by. I thought it said because I was already enclosed. I already sealed it. Mm-hmm. So I don't know where I was at. So I went to Atascadero and dropped it off there. And there was also, if I asked my daughter too, they didn't have these there where she went. There was also another petition for youth sports, like gender, identity or whatever in youth sports. So they're fighting that in youth sports, disallowing obvious, the gender thing. Anyways, so they had that to sign there in Atascadero too.
Right.
So, but
yeah, this election season is going to be very interesting. From everything, it's going to be nuts.
It's going to be wild.
Yeah.
It's going to be wild. I mean, obviously, there was a sweep yesterday.
Nikki Haley dropped out this morning.
Did she?
Mm-hmm. She dropped out this morning. So it's going to look like a rematch between Trump and Biden.
Yep. Well, I think Haley should have dropped out a long time ago. I mean, that's just even Saban's supporters were backing out as far as dollars.
Well, dude, when she lost her own state, I mean, if you lose your own state by a wide margin, a big margin, then you're basically like nobody likes you.
Yeah, she did win one yesterday.
She did.
She
but
won
that's
one.
Such a small.
There was like 400 people.
I think Vermont is what she won.
Yeah.
I think she won Vermont, but that was I don't know.
Yeah. So, I mean, at least she won.
Yeah.
She can't say that she didn't win anything.
She got a teddy bear at the freaking ball throwing contest.
Right?
Yeah.
And then Steve Garvey is like making some serious waves.
You know what's weird about Steve Garvey? Millions of dollars were pushed against him. He still did a pretty good job.
With only one message.
And he didn't even come out. I mean, he's just like, I'm a baseball player, played for the Dodgers, and this and that. And Steve Garvey, I mean, they do not want him into California. It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
I've seen the
nuts.
commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're completely against him. Like I said, it only had one message, and one message only, why not to vote for him.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that was it. There was no like legitimate reasons.
But that's the separation of society, though. When you
Right?
start saying that, you know what I mean? I don't want to get too far into it, but I mean,
That's just that's where we're at. We're at there, with, it doesn't matter if whatever you believe in or don't believe in or what your values or your not, it's like that is the sole reason not to vote for somebody, which is, disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at different, like, look at Bruce Jenner, right? Bruce Jenner is a great example. He's against all this transgender stuff.
But he's a transgender, though, himself.
And he is one.
Yeah.
He's voting against the whole transgender in sports. Hence he is a transgender.
Yeah.
She, or however you reference that.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah.
so news announcement yesterday for the California Mid-State Fair, Nickelback. Nickelback is coming to the fair on July 24th, Wednesday, July 24th.
I want to be a rock star.
Right? So I didn't know Nickelback had never been here before. I thought they were here a few years back, but I think I have them mixed up with Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains came in, right?
Yeah, or what does he go by as Alice Cooper?
I was
Alice
going to
Cooper.
say Alice in Chains is dead. The lead singer died. I'm not sure if they still tour or not.
Not Alice in Chains, Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper, yeah. Yeah, he's been here.
So the California Mid-State Fair announced that Nickelback has been confirmed to perform in concert Wednesday, July 24th with special guest Dylan James. Not sure who that is. Prices are going to be between $50 and $175. Wow. Starting at 10 p.m. this Friday. General public starts at 10 p.m. Locals, you guys get in there and start buying tickets at 9, 1 hour early. So tickets can be purchased through the California Mid-State Fair's official website, midstatefair.com. And there's also another big alert saying of scamming. So there's a lot of these websites.
Ticket scammers.
Yeah, that looks like the California Mid-State Fair. Everything is the California Mid-State Fair, and you think that you're spending money there, but you're not. So they said to be aware of fake websites that do not actually buy tickets; they just take your money.
I like Nickelback, man. A lot of people don't like Nickelback. I don't know why, but I kind of like them, man.
Because it's kind of like the boy band.
Yeah.
Kind of like the. But I listen to them in the morning time when I work out.
Yeah.
I like Nickelback. I like Rockstar.
Dude,
Love that song.
I saw them in L.A. one time, and that concert, dude. I could literally write a book about that night. That's how much crap went on. It was nuts. It was a great concert though. But limo drive out there, limo drive back, and all kinds of other things going on. It was a wild night, and it was a great show. So
Who do you think is going to be their rap music this year?
I would figure that they would come out first. Doesn't that usually come out first? Like we saw Nelly, right? We saw
Nelly,
came
Pitbull.
out, yeah, Pitbull, and they all usually came out first. And now it's like all these rock and country. But I don't know. They're gonna surprise us, I'm sure. They still have a lot of dates to fill, don't they?
They have a lot of dates to
Yeah.
fill. They have a lot of dates to fill, and they have a lot of the free shows. The Frontier stage, and
yeah.
That's usually their stage at the south end of the fairgrounds. Mm-hmm. And usually what happens when they like Jelly Roll. So there's negotiations done back and forth of obviously dollars, this and that. But then they say, okay, well for Jelly Roll, if you're going to do this, you have to take so and so.
Yeah, so and put them on that stage
As a free stage,
Yeah,
because
right.
we're trying to promote them and trying to get them going. So I'm curious of who those tags are going to be, and usually it's from the same managing group. So you can kind of go to their, like where Jelly Roll is managed, you can kind of go through there and see kind of the names. And they have a lot. They have a lot of artists that they're managed.
Right.
But I'd be curious to see, I'd love to see Ned Ledoux come back through.
He probably won't come back this time, but I bet you in a couple of years he'll come back through.
He would be another one. Somebody like him. Somebody like him. You can always imagine that there's going to be whoever's the American Idol winner will probably come through. That seems to be like the MO. And probably another popular musician that's on the Idol or The Voice. I think The Voice is one of those other ones that are kind of popular. That
I wish
people
they
are
would just
listening
bring like a nice, twangy country band that you could just drink whiskey, drink beer, and have a freaking great time. You know what I mean?
Like who?
I don't know. Just bring something. You know what I mean? I'm sick and tired of all these pop, rock, country bands. It's getting sickening.
Right?
Yeah, but I don't know.
All right, man. Well, it's 9:05. It's time to take another break. So we will be right back to the Morning Brew.
What's up, North County? Nate Santos here, owner of Santos Bros Plumbing. You might recognize me with my dancing horses at local events such as the Tascadero Tamale Festival, Templeton 4th of July, and Paso Pioneer Day. I am now available for all your home plumbing service and repair needs, from minor drips and drops to emergency leaks and clogs. For the best plumbing service, call Santos Bros Plumbing, pipe wranglers to the rescue.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We're all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Morning Brew, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you have not already, get on over to Spotify and follow us over there. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and now X. But as always, guys, we have a lot of fun, and we can't do this without you and our sponsors. We'd like to thank Escalar Wines, Wine Travelers Hideaway, Visit Atascadero, 805 Customs, Santo Brothers Plumbing, Pacific 805 Spas, Hanson Enterprises, Story Termite Pest Control, Borhone Auto Center, Kennedy Club Fitness, and Airflow Filter Services. Thanks again. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today. We can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Hi, welcome to Kennedy Club Fitness, where we have something for everyone. We have weights, cardio, group exercise classes, racquetball, basketball, swimming, and pickleball coming soon. Here at Kennedy, we're committed to health, wellness, and community. Stop by any of our 4 locations: Paso Robles, Atascadero, San Luis Obispo, and Arroyo Grande, or check out our website at kennedyclubs.com.
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We're all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.
What's up, North County? Nate Santos here, owner of Santos Bros Plumbing. You might recognize me with my dancing horses at local events such as the Atascadero Tamale Festival, Templeton 4th of July, and Paso Pioneer Day. I am now available for all your home plumbing service and repair needs, from minor drips and drops to emergency leaks and clogs. For the best plumbing service, call Santos Bros Plumbing, pipe wranglers to the rescue.